Hello and welcome to yet another video from the channel Limitless Tech. So I was watching the MKBHD review on the Tesla Cybertruck, comparing it with the 911, and for the past week or so I have been daily driving the Spectre XT Pro from 12, 10, 11, I don't know, years ago. And from that review and many daily driving this PC, I can come to a conclusion that I have learned the definition between quick and fast in the context of performance in this PC. Let me explain.
It runs a 10.9 second quarter mile, which, if you don't know, is absolutely ridiculous. There are bona fide sports cars that don't run in the 10s, and for a 7,000 pound pickup truck to do it on all-terrain tires is just kinda hilarious. But when you actually look at and break down each of these times, this shows the difference between quick and fast.
Yes, take a trip down the memory lane and imagine how technology was like 10, 12 years ago, 15 years ago. How was it like? Well, in 2008, when technology was still maturing, Apple came in an industry in I could say, a very innovative way. So Steve Jobs stood up at WWDC 2008 and unveiled the first MacBook Air, and by his words,
it's the world's thinnest notebook.
So how was it like for other companies like Intel and Microsoft as a whole? So these companies needed something to compete against the Air, since people were crazy about it. From the keynote that you previously watched, people were crazy about it, how impossibly thin that PC was. So Intel came up with a term to compete against this MacBook Air, and this term was an Ultrabook.
Brothers of the realm, as you can see clearly from this attractive graph, our sales betwixt quarters 2 and 3 have increased by,
Honestly. Sorry, my liege. Try, this.
I've tried that already.
You may need to call the helpline, Your Majesty.
20%. Our sales have increased by 20%.
It shines like Excalibur and is thinner than a wizard's wand.
What magical device is this I see before me?
It's an Ultrabook. Well, he signed the purchase order.
Your IT skills have failed me for the last time.
Hilarious, yes? Crazy, but this was the space of technology back in the day. Everybody was competing, everybody was innovating, everybody was ready to push on new technologies. And HP, the Hewlett Packard industry, had a design that really is amazing, even compared to modern day standards. So this is the HP Spectre XT Pro. So from the introduction of the Ultrabook term in the year 2011, there was a wave of Ultrabooks in the next year. A wave of Ultrabooks from Samsung Series 9, from the Apple. Yes, technically Apple was the introduction, and
my lord, I wonder.
So an Ultrabook was basically a design-centric form factor. Everybody was asking and brainstorming the question that how can we make a PC that has great performance, great battery life, great speed, great accuracy, great everything, top of the notch hardware, but still be able to pack that entire package in a very slim and compact, sleek design like the Spectre XT Pro that I have with me today. And in fact, if this review was 10-12 years ago, this PC would be packed with the latest 2012 Intel Core 3rd generation i5 or i7 processor with a CPU frequency of 1.7 GHz, configured with that with the Intel graphics card of Intel 4000 graphics card, and packed with that all that stocked upon with 4 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage. So give this PC to any tech enthusiast in the year 2012, 2013, 2014, 2012, yes, basically. This was everybody's dream, that I want that one, I want that one, but it's 2024. And we are surrounded by waves of very powerful consoles, very powerful chips, very efficient and very battery life champions like the MacBook. How can this XT Pro stack up in modern day technology and in modern day era? And when you try to use this PC like I tried to use it, is when you come with a question that is when you come with the phenomenon that this PC is quick but not fast enough in relation to the modern standard PCs. I haven't used modern standard PCs, but as I've watched the reviews, I can definitely say yes, it's not the best performant in the modern day era. Yeah. Again, if this PC was 10-12 years ago, this was the best performant on the market, with offering a rapid boot up time of an average of 16 seconds. And from my testing the week and prior before, I found out that from basically the updates, it's running Windows 10 Home. It was initially launched with I think Windows 7, is it? Yes, Windows 7. But what I'm trying to say is that this PC, even in modern day standards, still boots up in less than 8-7 seconds there, and resumes from sleep in basically less than 3 seconds. I mean, you get the point. This thing today is still a beast. Again, this PC is lightweight. It's I think it's like 3 pounds. Yes, I can feel that. And it's thick enough that it's actually 1.75 centimeters thick. Again, by the time this PC was released, this PC offered immersive battery life. I think it was 8 hours, where the average battery life from the playbook of an Ultrabook was like 5 hours or greater. So this was a performant. And from my testing from the week before, like I mentioned, this PC is shockingly a battery champion. I mean, in modern day, it can go to 4.5 hours when it's on light usage. And when you push it, it can go from 2 to 3 hours. I mean, with all the chemistry that is involved in battery degradation, still 4.5 hours? I mean, man, you gotta respect the effort that was put in crafting this device. The screen, however, I would say is not the greatest or not the sharpest. It's not even HD. I mean, it's 1366 by 768 pixels. Not the best out there. If you squint really hard in this screen, you can see the individual pixels. So not the sharpest, and also not the color accurate, and also not the brightest, since it struggles in most environment conditions, including when you're outside. This PC wouldn't survive, will barely be visible.
Who is this guy?
At a premium price of like $10.99, it was everybody's dream. It was everybody's dream come true that I wanted. Like, it was today's dream that I want a MacBook Pro. Don't get that. I don't want a MacBook Pro.
What is this say?
So when it was released back in the days, this PC was for elite businessmen and for professionals who were into the creative space. But can this PC be used by professionals and elite in today? I think, yeah, maybe not, but for me as a startup content creator, I think I'm tempted to say it's enough, but no, it's not the greatest. By starting with the screen, I was working on a project last week, or it was designing I think it was designing a presentation, and the delta of the color difference, the delta in color accuracy from the screen in the PowerPoint presentation to the screen that I projected was milestones ahead. I mean, the color was terrible when I projected it, and when I was looking at in my PC, it was the best looking, I guess. Not the color accurate. As a professional, also, this is not the best performant. I mean, this video will be edited in CapCut for mobile, and though I have Premiere Pro for PC here, I cannot utilize its full compatibility because this PC would not actually edit this video halfway through. It will struggle. The fans will be loud as hell. I mean, you would start hating this PC just because of that push in performance. But other applications that are lightweight like Photoshop or Illustrator work perfect for me because they've been incredible when I was using them. But hey, this is me. I am starting up. I've never used any PC before, and this PC, I mean, it's like I might be biased, you might say, because it's the first PC that I've used, and it's the first PC that I've reviewed. I've not used any other PC, so I can say it's this, and you might argue it's other. I mean, it's okay. I'm starting out, and by starting out, this I think is perfect, just perfect for now. You know what other thing that professionals really do care for? It's the port configuration. It's the arrangement and the vast and the versatility of the ports that are existent on a PC. By starting on the right hand side of this PC, it is configured with the input power, yes, a USB-A, a full-size SD reader, and I hear a lot of professionals, they need a full-size SD reader. I also need a full-size SD reader, but I don't have it for now. You have a headphone jack. On the left-hand side, you have an Ethernet port, full-size HDMI, another Type A USB, and a Kensington lock. For the exterior side, this PC has the vents for the outlet of the fan. You have the inlet for the incoming air. In the side you have these grills. I think these are for the audio, and wonderfully enough you have these bumps, and they do serve as a stand for a PC. So when you put your PC in a flat surface, it's not exactly on that flat surface, it's slightly raised, which is a pro if you consider about it. So what is the verdict of all that we've talked about? Well, I think in order to appreciate the modern technology, because everybody these days is saying that there is no more innovation, everything is like the same, the smartphones are at the peak, I think it is better to take a look and take a step back and look at the previous years or so, like I looked up 12 years ago, and realized that the modern introduction of very powerful chips like the M series, the X Elite series, the Intel Ultra processors, all these graphics cards that are milestones away, and all these supercomputers and many more promising technologies that are yet to come in the near future have a very significant meaning and importance, and we should be able to celebrate, at least it's small, of what technology has been able to do from its late days in the 1920s, 60s to the modern 2024 integrations. So you have it. That was my very, very, very biased review. Why is it biased? Because I have not reviewed anything apart from this. and anything PC related apart from this. That is why it's biased, and I will see you around when I have another review on the corner. Hope you get subscribed for that. My name is Luke Major, and you are here at LTech255, and till next time, limitless. The only limit is your imagination. Ciao.